What's up, KB fam? Welcome back to the channel. So I actually did take a little bit of a break. I took like a week break because whether you think so or not, actually posting 2 videos a week is a lot and it does get a little bit hard, and I just needed a little bit of a mental health week to get myself back together. Life kind of happened and I was like, okay, let me slow down the pace. Before we get into this video, I want you to comment KB fam in the comments, like and subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all that good stuff. Join the KB family, and if you already are a part of the family, I love you so much. So there's obviously a reason why you clicked on this video, and it's because you need some help letting go of someone. So I am here to help you with that. First of all, let me put this out there. Letting go is never easy. And if someone says that you should just move on or do this or do that like really quickly, don't listen to them. Don't do that. I feel like it's important to understand that letting go is a process. It is a time in your life where you need to allow yourself to grieve. When you're letting go of someone, you are grieving. That is a very long and short process for other people, but it is a process in general. And I don't want you to feel like you have to move on in a certain amount of time or you have to be healed in a certain amount of time, because that's just not realistic. Take your time with this. I want you to take your time. I want you to cry as many tears that you need to cry. I want you to spend as many days in your bed as you need to. I need you to let yourself feel the process of letting this person go, because it is sad. And you should feel empty. And you should feel like you just lost a part of you, because you did. But you didn't lose yourself. And I want you to remember that. You did not lose yourself. You lost a part of you that meant something to you, which explains why you feel the way you feel right now. We all go through breakups. We all have dealt with some sort of heartbreak. And if you haven't yet, you will. And if you have, you've learned huge lessons, most likely. But I really need you to remember that you are still you. You are still capable of being alone. You are so capable of living a beautiful life by yourself. And I also want you to remember that this isn't it for you. You know, this doesn't mean this person leaving your life or you having to let go of this person doesn't mean that you're never going to love again. It just means that you need to love yourself in the meantime before you have that opportunity to love again, which can be a hard pill to swallow. I mean, a lot of us don't want to be alone. Alone is the scariest place to be, actually, because you're having to face yourself. You're having to face all the parts of you that you allowed this person to see. But alone can be beautiful. Alone is a beautiful thing to be when you learn to love it. And right now, where you're at, you probably are not loving it. And you're probably very scared and confused and lost. And you feel like you don't know where to go after this, which it's okay. I'm here to let you know and validate you that everything that you're feeling is normal. Think of it as like a scratch. You know, when you get scratched, you bleed a little bit and it hurts and it hurts and it hurts, and it's going to take time to heal, and you take care of it and you take care of it and you feel it because you have to, and then eventually it becomes a scar. You look at it, you remember it's there, you remember it happened, and it's always going to be a part of you, but it's healed. You remember the memory of how it got there, and maybe it was a fun memory, maybe it was a bad memory. You remember, but it's healed. That's kind of how I think of everything that I go through in my life when it comes to loss and heartbreak and anything like that. Is they're wounds and we heal from them. But in order to heal from it, you have to take care of it first. So when you're trying to let go of someone, you have to remember to show up for yourself. You have to remember to be there for yourself. You have to remember that you don't have this other person to validate you and how you're feeling, and you can lean on your friends, of course, and I want you to, and you should. But I need you to learn how to be able to lean on yourself right now, because that is what you're not good at, and you need to learn how to be good at it. I want you to run yourself baths. I want you to take yourself out. I want you to literally affirm to yourself every day that you are worthy of love, that you are a beautiful human being, that you are going to get past this and you are going to get through this, because you will. It's really important to stay positive in times like this, because it's really easy to feel like there is no better after this. It's easy to feel like you're going to feel this way forever and you're going to be grieving the loss of this person forever, but I promise you, you won't. They will become a memory, but it won't hurt as much. It won't sting. It's okay to feel down and allow yourself to grieve for a while, but eventually I am going to need you to pick yourself back up. The world needs you to pick yourself back up. And the harsh reality of breakups, and not even just breakups, but going through hard things in life and going through trials and tribulations, is that the world does not stop for you and your pain. And it sounds awful. And it is awful. We should be able to have times to not have to pay anything and to not have to go to work and just take those days that we need because we are human. But the reality is that's not how life works. You're going to have to get up eventually. You're going to have to start learning who you are again without that person. And I feel like something that you probably aren't even thinking about is the person that you are going to become after this is someone so strong and so beautiful and so powerful. And I need you to remember that. You are whole without this person in your life. You don't need them. You don't need them to keep going. You don't need them to live a beautiful life. You don't need them to remind yourself that you are worthy and that you are valuable. You were just as valuable without them as you are with them, and you are valuable now. You will always be valuable. You will always be special. You will always be precious, and you will always have a beautiful life ahead of you. But you have to get yourself there. And here's a big thing that a lot of people don't like doing in the process of letting go of someone is you have to eliminate contact. I know you want to check their page. I know you want to go through their likes. I know you want to go through their comments. I know you want to check their Snap score. I know that you have this craving of just knowing what they're doing right now, which is also normal because you were a part of their daily routine and you're curious. But the more energy that you put into wondering what they're doing and trying to figure out what their life looks like right now, that's more energy that you're taking away from yourself and your healing. So I need you to eliminate contact. I need you to, when you're ready, delete the pictures. That's always the hardest part. That is the hardest part. And I don't just mean delete them from your regular gallery. I mean, go to recently deleted and delete the pictures. I need you to start letting go, because you can let go of them and break up, but letting go comes from right here. And you can't look at pictures of someone every day and look at text messages and expect to progress in your healing. That makes it harder. It makes it so much harder. So eliminate contact. When you're ready, delete the pictures sooner rather than later. It's kind of like you just have to rip the Band-Aid off. Above everything else, don't try and rush into another relationship so quickly. In order for you to be right for someone else, you have to be right for yourself. You have to love yourself. How you feel about yourself is the same exact way that you're going to treat somebody else. So if you don't love yourself, if you don't want to be alone by yourself, if you have some things that you need to work on, those are all going to show in your next relationship. So right now you need to take the time to be there for you. Fix those things that you feel like you need to fix. Learn how to love being alone. Learn how to love every part of yourself, even the broken parts. Love everything. Love it all. Because you're capable. But don't rush into anything new. Take your time with this. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your process. And all in all, just remember that you're going to be okay. And I know there's probably a lot of questions going on in your mind of like why they did what they did. Or why did you get treated like this? Or why? Like there's just a huge question mark in your head of why is this happening? Why did this happen to me? And why do I deserve this? Your answer is that it happens to everybody. You can be the best man or the best woman on earth. You can be the best lover, the best friend. And sometimes things just don't work out. And it's sad and it sucks and it's painful and it's heavy, but it's life. It's literally the process that you go through in your life. What you're going through right now and letting go of this person and the things that they did to you, vice versa, whatever. You needed this experience. You need this to happen to you so you can walk into this next version of yourself that is so beautiful and smart and who knows better. You needed this. You needed this pain so you could turn it into purpose. We all go through things that we don't understand why they happened. We can think on it and do all the research and investigating and ask all the questions, but at the end of the day, we'll never truly know why. And even if you did figure out why what happened with this person, it's still going to be painful if you knew why. It doesn't change how your heart is feeling. So accept what is, and accept what is not, and accept what will never be. Acceptance is a huge part of letting go. And that's honestly the hardest part. Because you want to hold on, and you want to hold on to the memories and the good times and the hope. You hold on to the hope. But the sooner that you accept the situation and the reality of it, the easier it will be to start letting those reins go a little bit. And do that for you. You shouldn't have to hold on to this so heavily, because when you hold on to it so tight, it leaves no room for anything else in your life to come in. The good things, the things that you need. So try your best to accept what happened. That also takes time. Acceptance doesn't come in just a day. Forgiveness doesn't come in just a day. You have to sit with it and let it kind of marinate. And eventually, acceptance will happen and forgiveness will happen. But you ultimately have to make that decision above all else. There's nothing in this world that can break you besides not being on earth anymore. That's it. Then you're not going to be here. But anything else, you are capable of getting past anything that you go through. No matter how painful it is, no matter how tiring it is, you are capable of anything. And healing is very possible. Happiness will happen for you again. And I need you to start believing that. I don't know you. You're just watching me through a screen, but I love you. And you are going to be okay. I want you guys to remember that I post twice weekly, every Monday and Thursday. So turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. Join the KB family. I love you guys so much. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and on here. I'm going to leave my socials right here so you guys can go follow those. And again, I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for the next video. And yeah, I love you.